All right, hello. I have my headset on. I might as well take this part out so as not to confuse any part of the computing. Oh, I just got a notification that I'm live on my phone and my computer. Thank you, phone and computer. Okay. You know, last time I did not know how to check my viewers, and this time it is extraordinarily easy for me to just find a participants button, which is very frustrating. So obviously I'm just not very smart. Okay. Oh, interesting. So that is what I look like on YouTube up there. There appears to be some sort of delay, but that's okay. The advice my wife gave me is to breathe through my nose, which I am really bad at doing. Mainly because I had extraordinarily bad allergies for the first couple decades of my life. So I think I mainly learned to breathe through my mouth. It's always very hurtful to me when people call someone a mouth breather to mean dumb. Because I'm like, but I'm smart, but I have to breathe through my mouth. But it's fine. All right. So, yeah, the point of tonight, since there's not a new winner as far as the giveaway goes, and I haven't I haven't gotten the Rinky glass out yet to last week's winner because of the holidays and the fact that I am very bad at remembering when the post office is open. So I actually don't know. Is the post office open on New Year's Day? Probably not. Isn't that like a holiday, like a federal? Yeah. Closed New Year's Day. So I will try to get that then mailed out on Friday. Yes, Friday. All right. So where is my Z Fold 7? This is a very important part. Oh, literally right in front of me. I'm the smartest man who ever lived. Do you like my clear but pink case? I'm currently in the process of putting together a massive clear case review for the Z Fold 7. It'll be one of the last big things that I record for the Z Fold 7 before I put out like my best of the best. Um, but record and edit are not the same thing. I have an absurd amount of backlog and I pick and choose what I put out, which is why the most recent video, the Spigen video, was a bit older. You could tell in the, I guess that wasn't actually the most recent video now because I just put out the pop socket video today. But the second most recent video, you could tell in the lights were different in the purple room. It was before I got the LEDs, which was at least a month ago. I think that video was recorded 2 months ago. And considering the channel's coming up on its 3-month anniversary in 2 days, I should make a video about that. And considering I feel like I get like a multiplier better every time I post a video, the fact that the Spigen ones were recorded 2 months ago is just like kind of cringe. But it felt like an important one to put out there because they are all good cases. They're all good cases, Bront. All right. See, I was just sitting there with my mouth open. That's exactly what my wife was telling me not to do. So I listen about as well to my wife as your average husband, I suppose. That's sexist. But it is sexist against my sex, so I feel like that's okay. It is perpetuating a terrible stereotype, though, and not setting a good example for people. Anyway, here's a Z Fold 7. This case actually has a very low bezel here. So it is really good with the larger MagSafe of accessories. Like, where's one that isn't? You'd think I'd be better organized in this. I'll just pull one out of a box. So you'd think I'd be better organized in this, but I'm not, which is why the second channel I made is all about making YouTube when you have ADHD. So, yeah. But yeah, check that out. Just a random large MagSafe accessory just fits just fine on this case because the bezel is so incredibly low. It is like a fraction of a millimeter above the camera lens. Oh, but even then I can see that it's tilted up a little bit. You see the separation there. But not that much. Yeah, I don't know how well you can, because it's really in there. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's, oh God, what is the word I'm looking here for? You probably see it better on this side. See how there's the little flush bit there? There. But you can't see it on this side. And I've never actually used this power bank before, so I have no idea what's about to happen. Let's see. I turned it on. It's at 30%. That's good. 117. Just 117. Oh, it's connecting and disconnecting. Well, that's not great. One hour 17 and then disconnected. All right, so despite the fact that it fits on there really well, it's not getting the charge consistently. But when I turn it, 117, 45. I actually get the Qi 2 out of this one. So that's the iWalk. So you can do pretty good as far as seating it on there. Huh. I have my phone on airplane mode. Hopefully no one has been trying to get a hold of me for whoever knows how long. All right, but this isn't the case I'm supposed to be testing. I am doing a solid for one of our Chaniel regulars who has the OtterBox case. So where is my OtterBox case? OtterBox, there it is. I had someone criticize me for not using the adhesive in the comments of one of the videos that I did. But, I mean, I switch cases so often that if I use the adhesive, it would be dead in like a couple hours. It'd be completely useless. It's the same reason I don't put screen protectors on, because as soon as I start doing that, I take them off, and then they're useless. I'm just wasting plastic. And all right. Hello, OtterBox case. All right, so the iWalk does not fit on there. It's unsurprising. But when I put it on sideways, just cocked like that. 118, 46. I actually do get the Qi 2, so that's nice. And that actually makes it, I want to test something. I've been having trouble getting Qi 2 charging with power banks on the S25 Ultra with this case. So 49, 2 hours and 50% for 49%. That's terrible. 250. That's not even fast. It's not even getting the Qi 1 speeds. I'm beginning to think this D-brand case's magnets aren't aligned as well as I thought they were to begin with. That is... Yeah, that is not even Qi 1. That is awful. But I swear it gets Qi 2 from an actual charger. I've got a charger around here somewhere. Like I said, super organized. Here's a charger. Just reaching down and picking junk up off the floor, and it's exactly what I need. You ever see that old dinosaurs show from the, what, early 90s? Where the fridge, the creatures in the fridge would just give the dinosaurs what they needed when they opened it. It's kind of like that. $138. 138. 113. Yeah, so I'm getting Qi 2 with an actual charger, but then when I use a power bank, I don't even get Qi 1. It's wild. And I know that power banks don't form as firm a connection as like the Anker charger does, and I don't know why that is. It's wildly inconsistent, extraordinarily frustrating. So exactly the sort of thing I love to dig into. So anyway, the iWalk doesn't fit the OtterBox. Moving on. Next up we have Nobis. And some of these, I don't even know if they're charged. Yeah, I should probably check, like go through a bunch of them and see if they're charged. But that would require me to have planned this at all. I was actually intending to film, not film, never say film, it's shoot or record. Ooh, I like the Nobis one. It's got kind of a slightly raised MagSafe area, which will help with the Z Fold 7 connection. So, okay. Magnet's kind of weak. 69%, huh? It shipped to me in 69%. That's nice. See, this one, I'm getting the Qi 1 speeds on the S25 Ultra. The R38, which I didn't get with the iWalk. So, it's just wild. All right, does this fit on the Z Fold 7? Yep. I think that's a big old no. Kind of? Okay, okay. we're cooking with something here. 119 from 36%. That's at least Qi1. 118 from 36%. Okay. 190. All right, so the Nobis charger has a relatively decent straight-on connection. Not the best, but you know, it's hard to get a good MagSafe connection straight on with stuff like this in the Z Fold 7. That's the whole problem. So Nobis manages to do it and use Qi1. So Nobis is a contender. It's not as strong a connection as I'd like. You can still kind of do this and eventually it'll fall off. But, I mean, that's kind of because the magnet's a little weak. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not too bad. So Nobis is a considerer. It's something to consider, I suppose. Go ahead and slot that away for... See, the actual testing I'm going to do on the power banks is way more extensive than this. So it's going to be a while until the power bank video occurs. Because, I mean, each power bank I have to charge up and discharge and then charge up and then discharge. So that's like, hey, Angel. Oh. Okay, it says I have 0 viewers, but Angel said hi, so it's very confusing. All right, I'll figure out how to type back. That's good. Oh, now it says I have a viewer. Oh God, the best power bank I've tested so far. All right. The Nobis one I just tested was actually able to attach and get Qi1 speeds on the OtterBox, which has quite the bezel. So that's kind of the top of my contention. The other one I looked at was this iWalk one, which did not do great on the Z Fold 7, just like in general. But mostly I've been kind of yammering to myself, and I got on a little bit later than I intended to. But okay. So the iWalk is giving... Okay, what the... Yeah, when I put the iWalk on askew like this, I can get Qi 2. But when I put it on straight on, I mean, I can't put it on straight on. So the iWalk fails that test, which is too bad because I like it as a power bank. It's got a stand that's actually one that would be good to use as a grip too. It feels nice. I like their wallet too, iWalk. So anyway, that was iWalk. We've done iWalk and Nobis, and I'm just kind of reaching over here and pulling in. That's another Nobis one. Did I buy 2 of the same flippin' power bank? This would not be the first time this has happened. Out of the 13 that I have, I use the 13 that I have. You're as bad as I am. I use my Anker 5K mag. Okay, I've got that, and it's more universal through all the times. Okay, yeah, yeah. I generally, I'm a big supporter of Anker products. I feel a lot of companies that have been around a while and they have this kind of reputation, like OtterBox, don't deserve the reputation any longer. OtterBox, Belkin, don't get me started on Belkin, but Anchor pretty consistently lives up to their rep. So, big fan of that company in general. Okay, so why is this different in some way? Where'd the other Novus one? Did I put it back in the box? I hate everything. Okay. But yeah, this is just the same one I already tested. And what's going on here? So I'm getting Chi 1 even askew with the Novus, which is unfortunate because, you know, I can get Chi 1 straight on like this, because if you notice, the magnet is just a little bit raised above the power bank, which lets it deal with the bezel on the Z Fold 7 cases a little bit better, which is cool. I've got one of the Taurus ones. That's in this pile somewhere. All right, what else do I have over here? That is an S25 Ultra. What is this? This is, oh, another iWalk, but different than the first one. This one's got a band. Is this a 5K? No, this is 10K. Is the other one 10K as well? Did I buy two 10K iWalk power banks? Am I really bad at buying things? Well, these are definitely different. But not really. Let's see. Capacity is the same. Watt hours are the same. 9 volts at 3 amps. Well, actually, this one charges faster. And 5 volt, 9 volts at 3 amps. 12.5 at 167. This one also has better USB-C. Oh wait, I'm not even in the frame. Okay, so this one charges faster and has better USB-C output. Does it have better wireless too? No, they both only go up to 15 watts. So out of the two 10,000 milliamp iWalk power banks I have here, this one, the one that has the cord that is also a strap, has better specs. And that's the one I haven't looked at yet. Whoa. It also has another USB. All right, we need to focus better. Come on, do better. Autofocus. All right, so it has an extra USB thing too. So you could actually potentially charge two different things with this, maybe three if you've got the MagSafe thing on. So that's silly. All right, 29%. And not getting, I really do think this dbrand case doesn't do well with chargers. It's the strangest thing. It does terribly with power banks, but I can get Qi 2 with my Anchor charger. So don't tell me what, I'd love to know what that's about. But it makes me sad because I really like the dbrand grip otherwise. All right, iWalk still doesn't fit on this, but all right, I'm gonna be here all night if I do this. I'm not supposed to actually be testing their speeds. Am I getting the trifold? I'm not sure. Has it been announced to come to the USA for this generation? I had this feeling that it might not be. And they're kind of doing a test to see how well they do in the markets that are already used to having trifolds. And then if they do well in those markets, they'll bring it to the US. So, I mean, I see a lot of hype about it online in circles that I like to look at it because I'm a big nerd. But, oh, okay. Wow, it's going to be competing with the 26 Ultra as far as releases too, because that, I mean, it'll be like late January or early February that Samsung will have their like Galaxy showcase or whatnot. I know, I don't need 3 phones. But 3 folds, if the 2 folds are so amazing, but 3 folds, that's an entire extra fold. I can't remember how big this screen is. Is it considerably bigger than the Z Fold 7, or is it the same size? Because if it's the same size, I don't need it. Oh, I want it, but I don't need it. Okay, all right, so that pile of chargers is done. Let's go to these boxes. That's the box for my microphone. That doesn't need to be here. Sorry. They might bring them at the same time. Where is it? They're losing money on it, which is why the S26 will be higher price. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're losing money on it. It is niche even amongst the niche, and then like I can't imagine the technology required to make that good. All right, what do I have here? I have, oh, this is an Anker. This is the Anker. I can't read it. Why did I take it out of its box? And the boxes, of course, are in the purple room, which is not where I am. Okay. Those are some tiny letters. Whatever. Let's see how it does. All right. So once again, can't detach it that way. So useless as far as that's concerned. It is getting the Qi 2 charging though. So awesome. So glad it can do that, but not actually fit on there. So how's it do on the S25 Ultra in this case? And do I have another? Yeah, it's not even getting Qi 1. It's just saying wireless charging. That's ridiculous. Okay, there's fast. Okay, no, it's... Okay, so this Anker thing is getting Qi 2 on the D-Brain grip. So the Anker power bank and the Anker wireless charger both do it, and like all other power banks haven't been able to. It's very, very frustrating. All right, so no go on that Anker. What else do I have in this box? This is Baseus. Are you charged, Baseus? Some of these aren't going to have charge. I should have checked that to begin with. Okay, this is charged. Baseus, once again, does not. Yeah, UAG understood the end. It's got the little cut down. I really like that. I like it when cases have that. All right, so we're getting Qi 2 out of Baseus. So that's cool. $119 down to $46. Yep, but unfortunately can't put it on. 140, 114. Getting Qi 2 out of Baseus on the S25 Ultra as well. So if you have an S25 Ultra, the Baseus is a good option if you... Ooh, good magnets too. We'll see how efficient it is when I do my real tests. What's next? Oh, this isn't open. Shoot. See, like when I made the channel, I'm like, you know, I'm the kind of person who subscribes to case review channels, even if I don't have the phone. Like I'm subscribed to Mobile Reviews A, and I don't have an iPhone, so I just like his reviews. So that's something that I watch. So when I think about what kind of person actually subscribes to channels like this, it's people like you, Angel, who are like, out of the 15 power banks I have, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're my people. All right. This just says wireless portable charger. What brand are you? Is Wiz a brand? Or We2? WI2? Wow, this is a very generic box. This might be drop shipping. But whatever. I found some great stuff from dropship stuff and some terrible stuff from dropsource stuff. It's aramid fiber stuff. I do not trust drop-shipped aramid fiber cases because 9 times out of 10 they are not aramid fiber. Oh, you know, I never actually... I should click on people's bios more. I will check out your channel later. Okay. Not getting even Qi 1 out of this, which is not great. Terrible. Okay. What about on the S25 Ultra? Yeah. All right. So whatever charger this is, this We2 or Wiz, or maybe it's called something else, I'll have to compare what it looks like to my orders. But in the actual review, when that happens, I will have to slam this hard. But I got Qi nothing out of this. Thinborn, until I realized how Banks's, what do you call it? I'm doing it right now. MagSafe is set up. Thinborn was 100% winning my aramid fiber estimations. Why am I out of focus? That's strange. Do better. That's better. But yeah, Banks, I love Banks. I wish Pitaka made a Z Fold case that was front and back, but they don't, so that's sad. But I have the Pitaka case for the 17 Pro Max for my mom's phone, and I quite like that. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. This is the Ridge power bank. Check this out. I already know how this is going to go. I was super excited about this one because it's raised and it's Ridge, so it's a semi-known company, but I think they don't really understand MagSafe stuff, as was represented by their wallet that I looked at last week. But check this out. You can't, okay, this might be easier if I use the sound. Notice the lack of it. Let's try again. It's not charging. Not at all. This thing is the S25. Once again, no color change up here. Not charging at all. The Ridge power bank, as far as I can tell, only works on iPhones. Does not work on Android devices. I have tested this on iPhone through a case, worked fine. I have tested this on both of my Androids with multiple cases, did not work at all. I can't remember, shoot. Actually, wait, no, that's a lie. Because I tested it out on my wife's S25 and it worked. But not the Ultra and not the Z Fold 7. So it's like, don't even ask me. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, if you've got an Android phone, caveat emptor when it comes to the Ridge power bank. iPhone seems to work great. All right, what's this one? Oh, it's the Taurus one. We were just talking about this. So, Taurus, once again, no dice. Put it on a skew. And no, I triggered the touch sensor. I'm getting Qi 1, not Qi 2 on the Z Fold. Actually, you know what? I don't remember how well OtterBox handled Qi 2 in general. I think well. That was one of the positive points for them on the review. Yeah, Qi 2 easy. So, wasn't getting Qi 2 from the Taurus power bank, which is sad. Only Qi 1 on the S25 Ultra as well. But it does have a really strong magnet. So, if you don't need anything like super fast, Taurus is good for not the Z Fold 7. Unless you've got a very accommodating case that has like that part cut out or very, what's the word I'm looking for, sloped. Has a good, like a chamfer on the bezel. God, I love the word chamfer. All right. The pop socket power bank. Not quite. It wants to hold on. Oh, it's doing it. Oh, nope. All right. It really wants to hold on. And that is because the magnets on this thing are hella strong. It is charging straight on at Qi 1, but it won't, I mean, it'll hold itself up, but you can't then hold the phone up. So, I mean, if you just have this in your pocket and you want like a 5,000 milliamp power bank, then this is a possibility, but you're not going to be able to use it like a pop socket. So there's better. Now, when I turn it askew, still Qi1, right? I've already tested this one pretty extensively. It only charges at 10 watts. It's the wildest thing. This is the slowest charging power bank. Except for the Taurus. Okay, the Taurus actually charged slower because it starts tapering off, and it has such an aggressive taper that the last like 10-15% take as long as the first 85%. It's insane. It's a very aggressive taper. But that battery will probably last longer than all the other ones. Yeah, I'm only getting Qi1 out of this too. Pretty sure that it doesn't matter that it says it charges 15 watts a lot of the times. Hey, more viewers. How you doing, guys? Or gals. Hashtag feminism. Hashtag lady tech people. Oh, here's the slim one. The Anker slim one. The other one was the thicker one. All right, so this is charged. Yep, and once again, can't deal with the bezel. Huh. I am not even getting Qi1 speeds out of the slim one. It makes me sad. I wonder if there's a way to show this on that. Well, I say on that. My computer screen is over here. To show this where you guys can see it. So I'm like streaming the front of my phone screen, but while my phone is locked. Hey, yeah, Happy New Year. It is 10 minutes until where I am. So yes, Happy New Year. All right, so the Anker one's disappointing. This slim one anyway. How you doing here? Yeah, this isn't putting out even Qi1 speeds, which is wild. What's it supposed to be doing? I really need to get the reading part of my glasses updated. I shouldn't have to take my glasses off to read. Small things. I can't even tell if is this upside down? It is. That'll help. Like, what language is this? Oh, upside down English. And also you're dumb. Let's see. No, that is just too small. Oh, here we go. Wireless output. Oh, it only says up to 7.5 watts. Huh. Well, it's not getting 7.5 watts. Put me back in focus, please. Thank you. But that is disappointing. You need to download a screen share for your phone and monitor to be able to show the screen on your phone. What's my favorite case for the Galaxy Z Fold 7? My favorite case is probably currently the Dbrand Grip, followed very closely by Nilkin's God, what's it called? Not the aramid fiber one and not the clear one. The, oh, dang it. What the heck is it called? Milken Z Fold 7. Frosted Shield. The Nilken Frosted Shield, yeah. Big fan of that one. And then, of course, I really love the Banks Armor Air, or the Armor Grid, whatever it's called. The Grand Armor combo. That's what it is. So, yeah. D-bearing grip, Nilken Frosted Shield, Banks Armor, Grand Armor. Those three are my three favorites currently. The D-bearing grip is what I've been rocking on both my 25 Ultra and my Z Fold 7 for personal use, essentially since I got them. So I will eventually put out the reviews that I've recorded for those. Actually, maybe I might put out the 25 Ultra one on the 2nd, because that will be 3 months since my first video, which was also a 25 Ultra video. And it makes me hurt to watch it. I'm so monotone. I'm so rigid. I'm so not me. I really like the later case. My main problem with the later case is it doesn't have MagSafe like as a thing, but it does have a ring you can buy from them. So if you think of it like it just costs more, but then you also have to line it up yourself, and you have to be careful because, as I've mentioned multiple times on the channel, the coil is not aligned in the center. So you really have to be careful if you're putting your own MagSafe ring on, or you're going to wind up like so many of these other cases where they don't charge correctly. But the ring looks cool because they make it match the case. The only time I've touched on the later case is in the top 5. It was like one of the honorable mentions. I have raw footage, I believe, of my later case review, but God only knows where it is. Sometimes my organization is amazing, and sometimes I sort of hate myself. All right, where could it possibly be? Stands. Oh, I forgot I recorded video about the fake aramid fiber cases that I found. Keizenkek, One Shito or something like that. And there was a third one. Maybe it's in the video. Maybe I can tell. Okay, fine. Open with. All right, what do we got here? Jewish Chitois. That's one of them. Yeah, Jewish Chitois, Keizenkek, and I'm pretty sure there's a third one, but I don't think I've recorded a video for it. Yeah, I really wish. If the later case had had MagSafe, I think it would have been second overall, and that's only because it didn't have hinge protection. It might have tied it. Hold on, let me bring out my numbers. It might have tied for first if it had had MagSafe, because it lost so many points there. If it had MagSafe and the MagSafe was good and aligned and strong, it would have tied for first, because the individual camera cutouts were so good, I gave them a little bit of an extra point. Because they're very good. All right, let's see here. I am extremely distractible. What's in here? Aha! Found it. Oops. Ah. Oh, that's not working. Why isn't that working? Can I not stream video through this? That's too bad. God, I did not realize how much I'm swimming in some of my shirts. Like my black long sleeve shirt, I am just drowning in that thing. Oh well. I was trying to share my raw video with you, but that didn't work. But I have reviewed the later case. I liked it. It doesn't have MagSafe. That was the main reason I didn't like it. It doesn't have hinge protection, so I wouldn't use it because that would break it. But if you're someone who doesn't mind not having hinge protection, and you don't mind putting the MagSafe on yourself, or you don't care about MagSafe, later case, really cool. Really enjoyed the way it felt. Really enjoyed the camera cutouts. Really enjoyed the colors. They had a bunch of cool different solid colors. So I was a fan. It's why they got a shout out in the Aramid Fiber breakdown video. It was pricey, yes. I mean, the MagSafe thing, if you don't mind the way it looks, the MagSafe thing can be essentially fixed with any number of just little metal rings that I have a jillion of sitting around from all the MagSafe accessories that I've gotten that send the little metal rings with it. So I'm not sure having MagSafe should really add much to anyone's price. It is pricey, but Aramid Fiber cases, real Aramid Fiber cases, are often pricey. That's just what you're paying for, essentially. That's why you gotta really be suspicious of the ones you see online that are cheap, because a lot of the times they're plastic with an Aramid Fiber like print on them, because most people can't tell. I mean, if you don't try to break it, there's a very good chance you will never know that you have a plastic case with an Aramid Fiber print on it. So just you really have to be careful with aramid fiber. Hey, Happy New Year! It is, in fact, midnight. All right. What was I doing? I was like looking at stuff, right? All right, what do I got here? I have. Oh, this was one. This Zopin I had really high hopes for because it's got a raised MagSafe area and it's got a really small form factor. So I thought this would be a good fit for the Z Fold 7. And it is 10,000 milliamps in this little thing. Now it is a little thicker than a lot of them, but still, that's impressive. Oh, of course it's dead. Of course this one's dead. I'll plug that in, we'll come back to it when it has like a few percent. All right, moving on. Oh no, I bet this box is all full of dead things. Is that what it was? No, wait, this one's 100%. All right, so this is the only Belkin one I have, and I got it because of its shape. Check that out. It essentially, it's made to like make it like a camera. It's got a camera grip. It even has a little camera button here. Very cool. And since it's got this shape to it, it fits just fine even with the OtterBox, and it is on there. Like, okay, that was possibly too hard. Okay, it is on there pretty good. Yep. And it is giving me what? It is giving me Qi 1. So I haven't seen anything that fits the OtterBox straight on with a good magnet and gives Qi 2 yet. I just haven't. So that puts this Belkin like weird camera thing very much in the running. And if you actually want the camera functions, very cool. And I normally don't like Belkin stuff, but this one caught my eye. I think I got it from Target. Let's see. The Stage Power Grip. 34.41 watt hours. That's pretty cool. It charges, not the fastest, 18 watts. And if you want to put it out wired output, you get about 18 watts out as well. So that's not too bad. I'm looking for the capacity. 9,300. That is such a weird number. That's not even like the rated capacity. It says capacity 9,300. Maybe that's all they could jam into this shape. But anyway, Belkin Stage Power Grip, kind of cool. Oh no, yeah, I remember the first fireworks holidays when I had little kids. I was terrified. Fortunately, my oldest sleeps through anything. He sleeps through the dead. He's 6. He's asleep right now. I have the 6-year-old and I have twin 4-year-olds. They are much worse at sleeping. So we've had to employ like melatonin gummies at night, and that's helped a lot. Like I know you're a bit off of that with just 10 months, but yeah, the twins have had sleep issues since they were babies. It's like the polar opposite of my oldest. But once we started the melatonin gummies, I used to I used to see at least one of them pretty much every night for 4 years, essentially. And it was just ridiculous. All right, this is Podoro and is dead. Oops. Yeah. Some of these I've drained already to see how fast they would charge and how much they would charge in that period of time. Because this is kind of an impromptu thing I'm doing right now. I was going to do just kind of check in and then go shoot like a giant clear case video because I have it all set up ready to go. But then I realized that there would be ambient noise. So I'm like, oh, I'll have to do that another night. All right, what else is in this box? Ugreen. Oh, I like this company. Ugreen, of course. Do you have another plug down here? There we go. All right. I've got 3 power blanks plugged in now. What are these? Are these ones I've already looked at? Anchor and base. Yes. I've looked at both of those. Let's have better organizational skills. What's this? This is my Ugreen power bank, like my personal one. And it's dead? Of course it is. And then this is another Anchor one, right? Yeah. So I'm curious whether or not this box was completely full. Yeah, that's how I sorted it. So that box was just full of dead stuff because it was my box to figure out how fast things need charge words. I have more. Where are they? Huh. What? I don't... God, there they are. All right. These are kind of odd ones. It's my pile of stuff that came today. Oh, did I buy this used? It says new item. It's very suspicious. It says new item. I have not started opening this yet. This box has definitely been opened before. I don't think you're telling me the truth, Amazon. I think someone's already opened this. Yeah, my wife and I had a dog when we first got together, like a couple decades ago, and she was terrified of fireworks. She'd always just hang out with me throughout anything. My dog now, the dog I have now, she didn't give a crap. Did not give even one lick about the noise. It is the only dog I have ever seen that does not care about fireworks even a little bit. So, doesn't give me a lot of hope if there's like some sort of invasion of the dog like warning me of it. But besides that, okay, really digging the stand on this Mophie power bank here. That is very adjustable. It feels good. Oh, wow. And you can hear that snap too, right? Yeah. Locks into place. That is a good stand. Okay, I look forward to reviewing this one for real. And it's slick looking, that's for sure. Did you come with charge? Okay, you came with 2 bars of charge. Let's see what we got. All right, so doesn't fit on the Z Fold. When I put it on a skew, hour 21. That's only shear 1. Let's try again. Hour 21. 47. So I am getting the Qi 2 when I put it on like that. When I put it on, boom. Is the magnet just kind of weak? Ooh, ow. That hurt. Just took a Z Fold 7 to the solar plexus. Oh. All right, let's try another 25. Is the magnet just weak on this thing? I think it might be. Oh, no. Okay, it's average-ish. I, of course, don't have my force gauge here. Well, that's pretty good. All right, so it just doesn't attach to the Z Fold 7 very well at all. And I am getting Qi 2 speeds on the 25 Ultra as well. So if you've got not a Z Fold 7, or you don't care about the fact that it's a skew, like you're not putting it in your pocket or anything, looks like the Mophie is pretty good. If I could only find... Wait, I've got the box right here. 15 watts, 10,000 milliamps, okay. And it says it can output 20 watts with the USB-C, so that's pretty cool. Input as well. So it's probably like a 12 by 1.67. So yeah, Mophie is probably going to do very well when it comes down to actual testing. Good to know. It's kind of like a preview for, God, it's going to be at least 2 or 3 weeks before I can even film this. Shoot, record. So I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to do a bunch of little reviews or just one big honkin' one. Just because my information is going to come in so piecemeal. Okay, I can't open this box. Oh, come on now. I just broke it. I hate it when these little tape circles are just like become part of the cardboard. Do I have anything sharp? Of course not. That would require planning and foresight, wouldn't it? Here we go. We're just talking about this, about how I have a million just back in focus, please. I'm right here, camera. You know where I am. I don't think it likes my lighting in here. There we go. Actually, I did set the focus to a very slow change, which is fine as long as I don't do stuff like I just did, because that makes it so I won't lose it normally. And I tell you, it has been extraordinarily tempting to do camera reviews on this channel, but I'm not sure what that would do to the algorithm, because I may have gone on a little insane on buying lenses and stuff. Maybe eventually I'll do reviews on my other channel. Oh, I forgot about this one. So this one is like a station, right? It's got, it plugs in directly to the wall like that. It's got a little thing for if you've got like a watch to put on there. It can be a stand, and you can charge earphones down here. But the thing that really drew me to it is that it can fold up like this and then become a MagSafe charger. Like, it is longer than my S25 Ultra, so it's possibly... That's not ideal. Okay. But unfortunately, it's not giving me even Qi 1. Ah, so disappointed. I had such high hopes for this thing. Man. It was supposed to, right? Let's see. 6,000 milliamp battery. I see a distinct lack of anything resembling external information on how fast it charges stuff. Okay, so on the inside, does it tell me? Nope. All right, does it tell me on the body? I think it has to, right? I think there's laws. All right. The input. .8 watt hours. 0.2 amps. Wow, its input is terrible. .20 watts. Okay, it's not that bad then. Oh, it just goes huge on the volts and small on the amps. I see what's going on. Its output is also 20 watts USB-C. It's wireless. It says it goes up to 15 watts, but I am not experiencing that even a little bit. I'm not even getting the 7.5 that's Qi 1. Oh wait, no I am. I guess it just took complaining. Complaining works. Yep. Okay, so I'm getting Qi 1 on the S25 Ultra. It's got pretty good magnets. Okay, I'm back to really liking this thing. Let's see how it does on the Z20. Let's see how it works on the Z Fold 7. All right, in exciting news, I can put it straight on. In less than exciting news, it's not connecting. Or rather, it is, and then reconnecting over and over again. Oh, it settled on something. That's not... All right, so I'm not getting a Qi number. I'm not getting even Qi 1 charging on the Z Fold 7 yet. But it took a second on the 25 Ultra too, so maybe if I'm patient, I will be rewarded with this really cool thing. But it's not looking like it. Yeah. All right, at least with the OtterBox, I am not getting Qi 1 charging. All right, this will be the first time that I bust out another case because I'm very curious. What do I got nearby? Huh. I've got an official Samsung case nearby. That's cool. All right, got the Samsung Aramid fiber case, which I believe got got like a honorable mention, right? I think. Did it get an? It got an honorable mention because it didn't have MagSafe. I'm not smart. Okay, do I have another case sitting around? This is always so hit or miss because so much of my stuff winds up in the purple room, and as I've mentioned before, the purple room is not in my house. Huh. Do I not have another case nearby? I don't. That's sad. Wait, maybe there's one in here. All right, Movie case, are you in the purple room and the box is here, or what? I can't open it. That's weird. There we go. Sigh. Okay, that's an empty box. Yeah. So my desk is just the biggest mess. It is. This is what is just out of frame. That's actually one of my tips on my other channel, my how to make ADHD, how to make YouTube while having ADHD, is just clean what's in frame. Don't drive yourself crazy. And I found it very helpful advice for me, except right now, when I would really like to find something that I thought was out of frame, but everything is just too messy. Oh well. Moving on with my life. We'll do more testing on that later. It is a possibility. If this can pull Qi 1 on the Z Fold 7, I can recommend it. Unfortunately, I can't recommend it for the main reason I'm doing this tonight, which is trying to find something specifically for the OtterBox for... God, I'm terrible with names. I still don't understand what this comment means. I see throwing and throwing. What does that mean? It's like he's talking in riddles. I love this guy with his like curse word every 3 seconds. That was a fun comment. How am I not seeing the comments from the guy who really wants to know about MagSafe chargers. Ah, GPV log. Yeah, I'm trying to look at this up for my boy GPV log, and that's what we're doing right now. Because I told him I would do it, and then I got distracted. But I think that's all I have available. So let's see about these ones that I was charging. All right, so the Ugreen one. Oh, this is fun. Where did I put my Z Fold 7? Here's the case. Oh, man. All right, I guess there's an easy way to find it. Oh no, it's on vibrate. Why is it on vibrate? Well, this is upsetting. What have I done? I didn't put the phone and the case into this, did I? Wouldn't be the first time. Nope. Okay, what about... Hey. Right. Okay. There's my Spigen Thin Armor case. This one's in the giveaway pool. This spent a lot of time on my phone. It is probably my fourth favorite Zebra Z Fold 7 case, the Spigen Thin Armor. What have I done? Where is my phone? Oh no, I won't be able to do reviews anymore. Oh, it's in here somewhere. There it is. Fell on the ground. All right. What was I doing? OtterBox, right. All right. All right. So, Ugreen power thing got like 12% charge into it, or possibly 21. I think 21. I can get it on there slightly askew. So that's not too bad for being in a... What just happened? Why did noises just happen? Did someone do something fancy? Okay, I have no idea why there was sound. Whatever. Okay, this Ugreen thing is hard to attach. And only giving me Chi 1 speeds. Okay. That's not too bad, though. I mean, it's holding on pretty well, just that askew, which is not bad, and giving Chi 1. So, again, if you're not going to be, like, carrying around your pocket, and this would be a large one to carry in your pocket anyway, if you just wanted a power bank around, this one's not terrible. Do I get Chi 2 on the 25 Ultra? 143, 117. I am getting Chi 2 on the 25 Ultra, so that's nice. First try, too. Excellent. So, like this, I like this Ugreen power. This might become my main power bank, honestly. Because I like Ugreen, and I broke the stand part of my Inwi one, so it's no longer got that extra benefit to it. All right, this Anchor one, which has, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Like a stand? But it doesn't, it's a really bad stand if it's supposed to be a stand. You fold it up like that. But the center of gravity would be here, and with just that much, it's not going to be a very good stand. Maybe for a small phone. This one wasn't plugged in, was it? Where are the ones that were plugged in? All right. There are the two that were plugged in. All right, so we've got Zopin, which has that raised MagSafe area. Let's get back in focus. Let's be in focus. There. Raised MagSafe area. So I had high hopes for this one. And it does attach very well. It accommodates for the bezel. And it is doing Chi 1. So since we don't have anything that fits the Z Fold 7 and does Chi 2, this Zopin one is, I think, the best option. It's a little thick for a pocket. And I know that's one of the things GP was looking for. But as far as fitting on there, having a decent connection, and having decent enough charging with the Chi 1, Zopin is winning. And it comes in colors too, which always makes me happy. What is the capacity on this? It is a 10,000. And then if you really want to get faster speeds, you can just use the cable, which doubles as a loop to hold, which is always fun. So I'll have to do more tests, make sure this thing doesn't like overheat or isn't terribly inefficient. But at first blush, this Zopin, it's on Amazon, ZOPIN PIN is probably the number one for the Z Fold 7. I'm a fan. And of course, watch me find something right after that's better, but probably not. Actually, let's see if this gets Qi 2.
I need us to watch something.
What's happening? Okay, let's see if I got Qi 2 on the 25 Ultra. No, it's still Qi 1. Nope. One more try. Nope. Oh well. So I'm only getting Qi 1 on the 25 Ultra as well, which I've seen with a lot of these power banks. Oh well. So I'm only getting Qi 1 on the 25 Ultra as well. Why am I... Oh no. I've seen with a lot. Stop. I accidentally opened my live stream on my phone, so we almost had awful echo. All right, so next up is this Podoro one. Which I'm getting Qi 1 out of. I love how aggressive the OtterBox is against larger MagSafe things. Because you not only have the large bezel, but you also have, I mean, and this is good for protection on the back, but you've got it raised up kind of a outer edge. You've got like the back piece is actually indented, so it's hard even to put things askew. I know I brought that up in the review, but it still just astounds me how aggressively anti-MagSafe accessory it is. But I am getting Qi 1, and it is only that askew, so we're only getting that much off. It holds on there pretty well. It is slim. Yeah, this is probably just a 5,000 though. Where's my stats? Oh my god, that is so small. It would probably be faster if you look it up on Amazon. Yep, 5,000. Thought so. But the Podoro one, if you want something that's really slim, doesn't go that askew, and still gets Qi 1, not bad. All right, this Anker one, let's see if it got enough charge to give any back. Because I've only got 2 left that I haven't tested, but they're also pretty much empty. So this Anker one, I'm not even getting Qi 1 speeds, which is weird. But it might be because there's not a lot of power in there. Yeah, I'm not even getting Qi 1 speeds on the 25 Ultra. That feels unlikely. So it probably needs to charge more. But regardless, it doesn't fit on. It's not terrible, but not my favorite on how askew it needs to be. So I'm pretty sure the Anker is not going to be better than the Zobin. And then I know this one isn't. This is my main power bank. You can tell because it's scratched to hell. But this is Inui, INUI. Big fan of them. It's not that askew. And I found it works on less aggressive bezels pretty well. You might recognize this. This is every time I do the charger, like, does this work? That's this guy. It's my workhorse. I know it can do Qi2, and it's not right now. Probably because it's so low. But it's not going to be better than the Zobin either. And I don't know if it can do Qi2 on the OtterBox. Nothing seems to be able to, so. Except for like that one Anker one, then when it was super askew. So anyway, that's all the power banks I have. Let's see, I see more questions here. Just got back, blah, blah, blah. But it's a D-band grip case on there. Yes. I can show you the D-bearing grip real quick. This is my OtterBox. I assume you didn't want to see it for the 25 Ultra, but here it is for the 25 Ultra. This is an example of the skin. Because I don't have a skin on the Z Fold 1, because I haven't even shot the review for it, and I wanted to show putting the skin on. Now I put the skin on the 25 Ultra, but I'm starting to forget how to talk. I put the skin on the 25 Ultra the first time I shot the review, but I was out of focus for the whole review because I didn't put up my monitor, so I didn't realize it. I didn't realize my camera was on manual focus, and that was just a wasted evening. But you know, you live and learn. But now that's on there. For the same reason that I don't use the adhesive on the interior of the case and why I don't put screen protectors on, I probably shouldn't have put the skin on, but I figured I would be able to use that segment in whatever review I wound up using, like the final form. But then I screwed up the footage where I'm putting it on, so. Que sera, sera. All right, so where did my D-brand grip go? There's a thin armor again, keeps popping up on me. My desk is even more of a mess than it usually is now. There's the wallet that you see in every review, pretty much. Just kind of have that hanging out. That's the ESR MagSafe wallet, by the way. If you haven't picked that up from the reviews, I absolutely love that wallet. Every wallet that I try out, I measure up to that wallet, and it fails. It's the wallet that I got both my mother and my wife, because that is how much I love it and how much faith I have in it. Where the hell is my case? Nope, that's the thin armor again. I think I need to move that farther away. All right, hold on a second. Here, look at my amiibos. Can we focus all the way back there? There you go. Check those out while I look for my case. Yeah, when I say I like to collect things, that wasn't talking out my rear. Let's see. There's a battery down here. Oh, that's the Pedora one. It just fell. Okay. Okay, how is the only case I'm not finding the dbrand one? This is very upsetting. All right, I'm actually just gonna kind of clean up a little bit and hope I come across it while I do that. Yeah, I was just about to sign off and you asked me a question that I was actually interested in answering. Yeah. Because I am just a really big fan of this case. I'm just amazed with myself right now. I just realized, let me make sure there's not like any identifying information back there. No, I guess not. Just amiibos. All right, I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, so originally when I started looking for something that would fit, I was disappointed everywhere because I couldn't get Qi2 charging out of anything, regardless of how well it fit. So I kept saying, I can't find anything, I can't find anything. Now I realize that the OtterBox doesn't take Qi2 charging from like any of the power banks. So I had to refine my expectations. I am really curious where my case went. It's on the floor. Huh. It's wild. Okay, let me look over here now. All right, I'm going to say please stand by because I'm going to take a brief AFK to look for this. Oh, there's a hide button. I did that much better. Maybe I'll be able to think better if I'm not talking. No, it's just my wife will get mad at me. Like, I don't know if you noticed, probably not. But in the first live stream, I was wearing a shirt that had my kids, what do you call it, school on it. And I got a little bit of a talking to. Not like she didn't get like mad. She's just like, hey, don't do that. So I was able to go back in and blur it out, which was good. This is insane. I must have put something on top of it, and I'm not, like, correctly figuring out what that might be. Huh. Let's see, I know I said, like, maybe I'll stop talking, and then that'll help me to think. But the problem is, I don't, like, ever stop talking. So, I don't know what I was thinking when I said that. It's one of the reasons I was like, hey, I could probably do YouTube. And people are like, man, talking to the camera is so hard. I was like, well, I talk to myself all the time. It's just like talking to myself, except for there's a camera. Huh. Yeah, I'm at a loss, guys. I don't know what, unless this is it. Is it literally right in front of me? No. Okay, good. That would have felt really dumb. But that begs the question. Of course, I said my kids don't wake up in the middle of the night anymore, and I just heard one of them. Of course. Jinx myself. All right, you might have to wait till the next live stream because I don't know what I did my case, and I'm starting to get mad. Now I'm going to start tearing my room in half. It's already a giant mess. How has this happened? I don't... Did I take it off in a different room? That would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? My dog is so confused. She keeps seeing me get up and thinking I'm going to go outside. But that's not what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just having no luck whatsoever figuring out where my case went. All right, good night. Next time, I will have the case to show you. Unless I lost it forever, in which case I'll be sad, because then I'll have to buy another one, because I want to do the review for it. But have a good night. Thank you for watching, and I will see you around. And yes, if you're skipping to the end, Zobin, or if you don't mind having the extra thing, but it does give you a cool grip, like that. It turns it kind of into a camera. It charges at Qi 1 and a good magnet. This Belkin stage thingy. But those are the two best for the Z Fold 7 that accommodate especially even the aggressive bezel that is the OtterBox Defender XD. So there you go, GP log. And anyone else who's curious, you probably didn't watch this far because it's been 2 hours. And I can talk for 2 hours about cases, no problem. Or I guess in this case, power banks. Y'all have a good night.